Welcome back, everybody. Oh, I made it. I may have smashed my face a little bit, but I still made it in there, so that's not too bad. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a fantastic day myself. So as you can see behind me, I've added a little bit of stuff in here. So if you don't know what this is a sheep farm. So I've got 16 different cells, which is enough for one for each color of wool. And then we're gonna have one sheep in each side of it. So once the sheep eat this grass, it turns into dirt. The observer is gonna detect that, send a signal up here, power this dispenser that's gonna have shears in it, and it'll shear the sheep. This grass down here is meant to replenish that grass, help it grow faster. So I've got grass down there and in between each cell just to kind of help speed up that growth a little bit. These copper crates are kind of nice because you can put them on top, and just like with grass, it won't kill the grass. So with this glass, you can use glass or these grates or anything that doesn't kill the grass, basically, to help. And then this will grow back a little bit faster. So whenever it grows back, the sheep will be like, oh, I can grow my wool back. And then it'll nom nom nom, eat it, and then grow its wool back. Then it's going to be like, well, nope, now you're naked again because I just sheared you. So I have 16 cells, one for each color. And over here, well, let me get back here. So in the back, I've got these chests. We'll go into hoppers. We can put plenty of shears in so it won't run out for a long time. The scaffolding here, it's only temporary. It's just to help me walk across whenever I go to load the sheep into the cells. Down here, I've got a minecart system that's going to be going through here. So basically, you have a minecart hopper that go underneath all the cells and then scooping up the wool. And then it'll come out the end over here, and we're going to put a unloading system right here, just the same as what all my other ones are. The only difference in that one is I'm going to have spit down here instead of into chest up here. So down here, if I don't kill myself, there we go. So down here, I'm going to have a water stream, and it's going to go all the way this way. And if you haven't guessed already, it's going to come out into our storage area. So I've got 16 chests in here laid out, one for each wool. Behind it, we'll put a sorting system, so that way when the wool comes in, gets sorted, each color goes into its respective area. And then we can have 2, 3, maybe even 4, depends on how much room I have and all that. Because we can't go too far upwards because the grass is literally right there. So I may have a little bit of room to play with, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and get that sorting system put in and see what we lack from there. Alright, so I've got all the sheep put into place now. I went ahead and swapped these out for some grates and put some more grass under it just to kind of help speed up the grass a little bit. They still I don't understand the sheep AI. Sometimes they'll eat it and sometimes they won't. But as you can see, it's still working. Sometimes I guess they just forget they're sheep and maybe they're not hungry. I don't know. But anyways, this is the final design. Now, well, not quite final design. I'm still going to add in a little bit of aesthetics just to make it look a little bit better instead of just placed here. But as you can see, the grates are still oxidizing. I don't know what the final state is going to be yet, but for right now, we'll just let it run its course. The sheep shearing is going a little bit slow, but I mean that was expected. But it still works pretty good, having one sheep in each cell. If I ever need more wool than what I have, I can just come in and dye them all to the color I need for any reason. But for right now, it'll just be a passive farm, and I think it'll be working pretty good for us. Now up here we've got all of our wool put into place. So we've got the sorting system intact now. It's coming in through the back over here and then getting sent down through all 16 chests. So we've got all the chests in here and got each color wool representing it, so we know which chest goes with what. Now around back here, I extended this out a little bit to add in a service door so I can come in here and change things, add things, fix things, whatever I need to do. As you can see, we've got just a sorting system going, and there's our input coming from our farm. So we've got all 16, got 4 different bays of wool, and then we're ready to go. Now over here, I have another door. So this is something we did on stream. So I went through and took all of our beehives, went hunt down a few more so that way I could have 9. And yeah, it's working pretty good. We've got bottles and shears inside of the dispensers facing down into the beehives. And then the mud here has flowers on it for the bees to get their pollen from. And then there's hoppers underneath the beehives and the mud sucking up any honeycombs or honey bottles that it produces. And then it runs out the back and it comes over here and gets sorted. Now in this little space, I decided to add in the 2 tall flower farm. Now it doesn't work 100% perfect. I still got to work out some kinks in it and stuff because as you can see, it kind of does both, which isn't terrible because, I mean, it is what it is. But this gives me dyes that I may need or any flowers for breeding if I were to want to make more for any reason. But we've got all the different types of 2 tall flowers here. And then if you come around back, this is where all the redstone is. So for right now, I have it just set up to where it triggers a sticky piston and pushes the observer down into the other observer. And if you didn't know, 2 observers facing each other will make a fast clock. We'll turn that on and I'll show you real quick. So as you can see, it produces a signal really fast, so it's a nice observer clock. If you ever need something really fast, you can just put 2 observers in facing each other and that'll be the outcome. Now if you come over here, this is our redstone for the bee farm. So over here we have each dispenser is going to have glass bottles and shears, so it's a random of which one it's going to use whenever the signal strength gets big enough to trigger it. And then out here is where everything gets funneled into these droppers here. And then the dropper elevator kicks on and the observers power up all the dropper tower and sends it straight over into another sorting system. So over here we have it sorted into our honeycomb and our honey bottles. Now there's something I've been wanting to do that I haven't done yet. And I didn't realize at first the statues of these guys, whenever they fully oxidize, you can actually pick them up and place them somewhere. I didn't know that. So I'm gonna see how that works. So these are fully oxidized already, so it shouldn't take him long and he'll slow down. Yeah, there he goes. So now I believe he is a entity and I can... Yep. Look at that. The other guy, oh, there he goes. I was gonna say the other guy, it only took him about 10 seconds. Alright, so we got 2 now. So let's find a cool place to put these guys for now. I think that works pretty good. Now, I think if you click on them with an open hand, yep, you can change their position. Well, that's kind of neat. So let's do that on each side since I have ender chest on both sides. Kind of like that. Kind of like that pose. That looks pretty cool. Now, there's another thing that I want to do that I have not done before. Is these guys will actually can get given a rose or a poppy from an iron golem. So I wanna see if we can make that happen. Where you going, little fella? There's nothing back there. Block that off. Just keep the iron golem from going back there. I'm hoping he's going to be like, hey, little fella, you want a poppy? And then give him a flower? That'd be awesome. Maybe not. Where you going? I don't think this is happening. Alright, come on, big fella. I guess I'm gonna have to... Can you tie that to that? No, that'd be kind of cool if you could, though. Alright, I'm staying right here until you give them a flower. Yeah? You. Don't look at me, look at them. If I let you go, you better behave. Look at these little guys, they're hard working, and you're not even gonna give them something for a reward. Come on, you know you want to. Come on. Oh, no, come on. Come on, little fella. Am I making you nervous? I'll look away. No? Where you going? Whoa. Step back, bro. I ain't got no beef with you. You gotta come back this way, though. Your friends are over here. No. Stay. Show them some love, big guy. I know what we need. 2 of them.
2 hours later.
Come on, do your thing. Nobody's watching. These guys are savages. Alright, we're gonna put a pin in that for now. We'll do something else with that later on, so I'm tired of waiting on it, and who knows. Alright, so as you can see, I have added some more villagers. So during a couple live streams, I moved in some of these masons so I can start getting some bricks. Because as you've seen in my house, I use a lot of bricks, and I figured why not get some terracotta while we're at it. So I've got a few of them. I'm still missing 3 or 4, I think, and some have the glaze variant as well, but I don't really need the glaze variant. If I need it, I can just smelt some. The main thing I was concerned about is the different colors of terracotta in case I needed them. I think I'll use a lot of the greens, the limes, even the cyan's pretty good to use. I'll definitely probably end up using that. And some of the other colors. So it's good to have a nice arsenal of colors and be able to get whatever I need when I need it. The white's definitely a good one. We use that on our main starter house over there. So I've got plenty of emeralds. I can come in here and just trade what I need to get with these villagers and get some XP as well. That was kind of the premise of this whole area. 1, I can get resources, and 2, simple way of getting XP. So, and quartz. So quartz is definitely a good thing if I ever need any of it. So we can just trade up in here and get all kinds of goodies. Now the cyan, I definitely wouldn't mind stocking up on it. Now these guys are a little bit mad because yeah, you're mad, but I may have had a couple extra ones in here that gave me some bad trades, and well, they may or may not have found their way dead. So these guys, they're like, we didn't see nothing. You just take what you want, and here's the price. So they don't have a whole lot of good stuff, but I'm sure we'll get some use out of it at some point. So another thing that I did was I actually hooked up this creeper farm that I have down here. So it was overflowing like crazy. Like you can see, I just had gunpowder galore, and it was just sitting on top of the hoppers. The hoppers were, everything was full. So I connected it up to our base over there with all of our storage. So if you look here, we've just got a simple circuit power a dropper into another dropper into another dropper and spit it out. So it comes along and just follows this path all the way along here. And then the easiest way for me to do it was just a chain of hoppers. I don't normally like using that many hoppers, but I had such limited space that I couldn't really run a bunch of water down, like you can see right here. Like there was just no room for me to do anything. And right here is underneath my stairs. There was not going to be any room for me to run water into over here. So this is where we set up all of our other storage from our other farms. And I had one spot left over and we used it for gunpowder. Broke this cap. Alright, so as you can see, gunpowder, we got it. It's already starting to trickle it in now. I've still got all those double chests because I have not got it all put into here yet, but we got plenty of gunpowder for days. Melons, pumpkins, they're all doing really good. I've been using those to trade with our villagers over at the villager hall. So everything's coming along pretty good. I had to get the villager breeder up and running again because we ran out of villagers using all of our masons, but now we're man, what was that? Anyways, we got a party going on here now, so we can get some more masons to finish up the last few that we need. But the next thing I want to work on whenever I do some more villager stuff is the clerics. So clerics are very good because I can get redstone from them, and redstone is one of those things that I've already had to go back to the mines a few times and find caves to harvest some redstone because I just plow through it easily. So that is let me see, I've got a little bit now, but there's no telling how long that'll last. So we'll get some clerics going at some point here in the near future, so that way we can get infinite amount of redstone. Well, that's gonna do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I think everything's coming along pretty nicely. I'm happy with everything. So we've got our villagers going really well. We've got the sheep farm up and running and it's doing well. So we've got plenty more to add, plenty more to do. If you don't mind, leave a comment. Let me know if there's something you want to watch me do or see me kind of create. I'm down for an adventure or whatever it is, so you just let me know. There are a few more farms that I want to work on that I need to get hooked up with. We got the gunpowder going now, so I need to take all that sugarcane that I've got growing out here and do something with it. So that might be one of the next things that I do, but that'd be a pretty simple farm to do, and I think I got plenty of room in this building where I can utilize it as well. So, and that's going to do it for me today. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and a comment. It does help out the channel. But until the next episode, take care. Bye-bye.